Alright guys, welcome back to Crunch Time, the show where you get the best NBA DFS picks each and every day. Today we have a nice 7-game slate on this beautiful Saturday. Joined as always here with Chris. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, as always. Excited for the NBA slate. Got some MMA in 30 minutes. So gonna have to take a little break for that just to build, and yeah, I'm excited.
Nice. Any good fights today for MMA?
Not really. Just a normal card, no big names, I don't think. obviously I haven't been following MMA for that long, just for like a year now. So I've seen most fighters fight at least once, but I mean, no big names here that really stand out. I think the main event guy, Leon Edwards, he hasn't fought, or I haven't seen him fight. I think people have been canceling when they've been fighting him. Not sure
Scared?
why. Yeah, I don't know. He's in the main event. He's heavily favored, so I mean, I probably won't watch it anyways. But I mean, still excited to play him and see how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, you just said you haven't been following MMA for that long, just like a year or so, yet you still managed to get a takedown the other week, so that's pretty crazy. Maybe we can
Yeah,
get into some tips quickly, just a refresher on like some what's it called? Some GPP strategies using our optimizer. Maybe we can start with that before we get into NBA a bit, or what do you think?
we could do the review thingy, and then we can go into that just so we have a little more time closer to lock in case any fights get canceled. Knock on wood, but I mean, yeah, I think we should review NBA first, and then maybe do the MMA stuff, and then go into NBA.
Gotcha. Okay, let's get into it then. What are we gonna do here first? Just let's do the overview like we always do, I guess. If you guys want to follow along with us, if you want to try out the optimizer throughout the show, if it's your first time here, dfscrunch.com is what we use here, so you can try that out. Follow along with the show, ask any questions you have about how to use it. There is a free 3-day trial for all new members, so go and check that out. Let's go. Should we do some success? Maybe a bit of success. Let's do some success posts. Scroll back. How far back do we have to go? Let's just start from. Let's go 9:30 p.m. Mike over here, 60 122. DraftKings NBA. I think that did pretty well. Deshaun over here learned how to use the optimizer. I think yesterday or the day before. He said no more casino for him. Then we got Dakota here, 66 122. Solid stuff. Brandon in here, the big results. $670 into almost 1400, so that's pretty good. Solid stuff there. I got Snow here, 25 to 60. Got Chris here. We can talk about your lineup quickly.
Well, we could do it when I send you the link. It'll be easier.
Okay. Excuse me. Then we have Nick here. What do we have? Third place out of 24th. College basketball, NBA. He's been all over the place lately. Awesome to see that. Second place here. I think he said it was, I don't know if it was here, but it was tied quite a bit. I think this one, right?
I have no idea. I didn't play that slate.
Okay. Then we got Weaver here with the 6-team parlay here. What is this? $5 to 115. That's pretty crazy. Wait, you can mix and match hockey and basketball parlays? That's cool. I didn't know that. I feel like
Yeah, you
that's
could do
basic stuff. Huh?
Yeah, you can mix anything.
Gotcha. Let me copy this link over here that you sent me. Let's see if that works.
My account actually got locked out as well. I was logging in from my laptop, and it ended up being, it ended up getting locked out like yours did.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think it's anyone trying to access the accounts. I think it's just like they have some weird security stuff.
You sure? Actually, we've never seen your email here.
Yeah, I had to change my password.
I mean, look at this browser. What's going on here? Okay, we're in. Okay, you wanted to go over DraftKings here. This is your big. It's kind of loud out there. This is your big $1,500 to $3,000 one, right? Yeah, right here.
Yeah, we can go over DK first. Both the teams I played were actually the teams I talked about on the show, which is pretty rare, just because there wasn't any news that kind of changed it. So yeah, I was on the same team that I talked about on the show. There was a 2v2, I think it was the LeBron team versus the Jimmy Butler team. I said the Jimmy Butler team was obvious, so I played this one. Ended up doing well. I think this is a $50 double up right here. Got fourth place. It was a pretty big train if you scroll down. Yeah, so fourth to let's see, keep going. Yeah, so all the way down to 50. So, I mean, if you didn't have this team, you probably didn't win, or maybe you won some money back. But yeah, I mean, a lot of sharp people were on this team. Yeah, if you just scroll down a little more, I think I just want to see the other team, the LeBron team. I think we got like 270, 280 maybe. Scroll down. It's probably a little bit of a train. Yeah, right there, 279.25. So this was the other train here. LeBron and Chase on Randall. That was the 2v2 here. So I mean, Chase on Randall didn't do well. LeBron didn't do well. I was saying I didn't want to play LeBron. I'd much rather play Jimmy Butler with no Bam. 1,200 cheaper, I believe. So I did that. Ended up working. So could we just go back to my team? Yeah, just any of those. I mean, they're all the same. Yeah, so I mean, like it was just solid. Like Derek White, I was on him on the show yesterday. Benny Mack didn't play the fourth quarter. Pretty surprising. Kind of hurt FanDuel. So I mean, he still got there for value, but he didn't do too well. He was missing all his shots. I think he was like 2 for 14 in the first half. So that was pretty frustrating. Jimmy Butler 60% here, and then Sterling Brown 40%. That was the 2v2 that I was talking about, and those were the main difference makers. Yeah, so Embiid got injured. Didn't matter at all. Like he was 100% here, or 90%, pretty much 100%. If you didn't have him, you were probably off with your construction, so it didn't really matter anyways. But yeah, solid stuff here. This was DK, obviously, and then we can go into FanDuel. FanDuel is a little tougher. FanDuel, you always got to fight against the trains, just because I don't know, like people play optimals from different sites. So yeah, this 296 team was the Roto Grinders optimal. So they had Sexton. Sexton was 60% owned. He was pretty high in our projections as well. He just wasn't in the top 3 teams, I believe. He was in like 6 of the top 10, but not in the top 3, like I said. So I mean, he was a good play here. Ingram is the frustrating one for me. I mean, whenever I play him, he seems to get like 20 fantasy points. Whenever he's on the Roto Grinders optimal, he seems to go for 50. He shot 11 for 14. Just had a great game. That game blew out, so I mean, kind of saved me a little there. But they had Sabonis as well, so I think it was like a 4v4. Sterling Brown, Sexton, Ingram, Sabonis versus Westbrook, Benny Mack, Jim Butler, and Jayshawn Tate. Jayshawn Tate was just awful. He had like 4 fantasy points in the first half, which was pretty surprising. I really liked him as a play. So that was like the main reason that this lineup didn't do too well. Obviously Westbrook had that blowout, so he didn't play full minutes. Ben McLemore, like I said when I went over DK, didn't get that fourth quarter run. So I mean, I still like this team here that I played more. There was a 2v2 that I was mentioning on the show yesterday. It was like Westbrook, Ben McLemore versus Sterling Brown, Brad Beal. Obviously this team beat it. So I mean, we could scroll through the players here and see what else we have. Yeah, so this is a big train as always with Roto Grinders. Yeah, so then we have me here. So I didn't end up profiting. I lost I think I won like 65% of my entry fees back. But I mean, sharp players were on this team. We have Chipotle Addict here, Weeble as well, Killa B. So they were on this team. Yeah, just keep going. Keep going. I just want to see the other team. Keep going one more time. One more time. Yeah, so this 263 team here that McLovin has was the other side of the 2v2 that we were discussing on the show. Sterling Brown, Brad Beal versus Westbrook, Ben McLemore. I mean, both sides sucked. Like Beal got 19, which is just like, that's pretty crazy. Obviously wasn't expecting that to happen when I was picking between the 2v2. So yeah, kind of got unlucky with Beal there. But I mean, I don't know. Like I still like the Westbrook side more. I feel like he's less scoring dependent. You could see Beal only, like most of his fantasy points came from points. He had 1 assist, 2 rebounds. Westbrook had 8 assists, 5 rebounds. So I mean, just a little safer there in my opinion. But yeah, didn't end up doing too well on FanDuel. Like I said, won like 65% of my entry fees back. But I mean, DK definitely made up for it. So overall, it was a good night.
You seen this in the chat, Chris? Ghosty's calling you out.
No, what'd he say?
He says DraftKings Ghosty 286, Chris 304.75, FanDuel Ghosty 306. Chris 283.
So he beat me on FanDuel. I beat him on DK.
Yeah.
It's not calling me out.
He's always trying to beat you. He says he had the same lineup as you on DraftKings, but he chose Vooch and Bacon over Jokic and Macklemore.
Vooch and Bacon. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I like Jokic a lot. Yeah, so I would still, like in hindsight, I would still go with my side. I still think it's better. But I don't think your side is a bad pivot either.
Yeah. Nick is clarifying. He says the second place showdown finish was a $5 single entry tied with McLovin.
Nice. So I mean, I joined him on the college basketball train. I'm playing this afternoon slate here. Currently in like first place in all my contests. But yeah, it's still lots of time left. So looking good so far though.
MMG Talent Chris is asking, you guys hit the weights today? And he says, I hope you guys hit the weights today looking scrawny.
No, not today. I didn't hit the weights today. I guess I should go 7 days a week, just so I don't look as scrawny. But I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, that's all I can say there.
Expectations here at DFS Crunch for fitness levels are high. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, I like it when the people call us out.
I like it.
It's nice.
Yeah, Saturday I'm not hitting the gym, but we're playing some basketball today. Probably going to get like maybe 2 to 4 hours of basketball in today, so that'd be pretty good. But yeah, we'll hit the weights. I'll be going on Sunday. I think Chris is going back on Monday, so we'll be hitting the weights soon. Ghosty says he sent you the results over on Discord. Can open that up if you want, Chris. But what else did we want to do? We wanted to touch up on some MMA, right? Because we have it today. You are still fresh off of your takedown there, 10K takedown, first place, plus some other ones there. So a bit more than 10K 2 weeks ago now. I think you mentioned last week you were also pretty close as well to taking it down. I think you were, what were you away? Like one fighter away or something? Like one thing away? What was that thing?
Yeah, so I had the right lineup that would have won first. I just didn't have the right MVP placement on FanDuel, so I think I forget who I had. I had Peter Yan in util, or not util, just the regular position.
Yeah.
I had the Islam guy in MVP, so yeah, I mean, if I had those guys swapped, I think I would have taken it down again. But I mean, hopefully I do it today. I'm entering on both sides.
Yeah, MMG Talent Chris says basketball's only going to make you skinnier. Both of you need to bulk up. Try some weight gainer. I definitely don't need weight gainer right now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm like 6'3", 205. So I mean, I think I'm pretty happy with my weight. Maybe gain some more muscle, lose some fat, but I think I'm happy with the overall weight. I mean, I don't know. Like,
I wouldn't say scrawny. Like, I don't know. Like, could always gain more muscle, but definitely not in the scrawny category.
Yeah, I mean,
what do you mean, Chris?
I mean, it is what it is. Like, maybe I look a bit scrawny here. Like, I don't know. Just the camera angle. Like, who knows? Yeah,
maybe you need to get like a pump going before a live crunch time show. Dakota says DFS Crunch Fight Night, all ref. That'd be pretty fun. I think we should do that. We could get that going maybe after COVID when everyone can travel. That'd be pretty good. Who is MMG Talent in the Discord? Do we know?
The Discord?
Do we have him in there?
Is he saying in the Discord?
I don't know. Wondering if we do, if we know MMG Talent, or if he's a first timer here. But yeah, Chris, let's do a bit of UFC. Just quickly touch on it. Let me just open that up right here. We don't have to get into the fights or anything here, any of the fighters. Just some general strategy people can use when they're looking to build some multi-entry stuff. So like, what are your favorite settings to play around with here, Chris? We have, so all of our settings, if you're new here, they're in the sidebar, most of them. open up a sidebar, then just there's a bunch of cards here. You can expand them, look at them. So for MMA, Chris, what are some of your favorites that you would use?
So I mean, I'm glad we're not talking about the fights because I don't know anything about them. That's it's really how easy it is. I mean, you just gotta play around with these settings. Like I like changing the uniques up, changing the randomness. I'm playing both tournaments and cash games. So obviously in cash games, I keep it at 1. Keep randomness at 0. I make the max fighter versus opponent. I don't limit that at all, so I just put it to the max for cash games, and then uniques at 0. That's what I do for cash games, just because I don't care. Yeah, 1. Sorry. So I don't care if I have a fighter versus my opponent, especially on DK. You almost always have to in cash games with the main event, just because they price based on Vegas odds, I think. So they don't price based on the rounds. So on DK, you got to play both of them in cash games. In tournaments, obviously, I want all the upside, so I don't want any losers. I want to go 6 for 6 with my lineup, so that's why I don't do it on DK. But yeah, and then you could just build here. Like I don't know, you can build 3 uniques, put like 15% randomness, see what we get. Check out the exposures. See if we want to change anything, stuff like that.
I'll just do 150, see what we get here. Let's see. MMG Talent back at it says, "Hey man, you are 6'3" at least. What is your friend's excuse? He's short and scrawny." I'm like almost your height. No?
You're like 6'2" and a half.
Yeah, 6'2" and a half.
And you're not scrawny at all.
No, I definitely have like 20-30 pounds on you right now, Chris, and it's not muscle, but yeah, maybe we need to change our angles a bit, Chris. Get the camera, maybe get like a standing desk going.
I don't know. If anyone, I'm the scrawny one. Like, but he said I'm the one that said I was 6'3", and he said my friend is scrawny and short. So he's saying you're short and scrawny,
yeah,
which is kind of strange because it's the opposite in real life. But I mean, we'll go with it.
I think it's maybe it's the camera. We need some true to life camera angles here, Chris. Something to fix. Oh my god. Let's see. It says, "Yo, solecartier. Let's see if bicep flex if you got some size." I'll back off. Oh my god. Oh my god. Maybe at the end of the show. Maybe we can do that if Chris does the TikTok. I'll do the bicep flex if Chris does the TikTok. But yeah, so this is what we get here, Chris. I mean, it's pretty straightforward for these sports. Like, honestly, it's really cool how you can play all these different sports with our optimizer here in our projections. Even if you don't know like the athletes in the sport, you can still do quite well with just some general I don't know what to call it, like DFS strategy, optimizer strategy. But yeah, is this something you would kind of be comfortable rolling with, Chris?
Yeah, I mean, we could look at MVP, see what we get for MVP exposure. Yeah, we're getting Leon Edwards, 28%. Yeah, I mean, we're getting all the top fighters there at MVP. Should get some good variance between the lineups with our unique setting. So yeah, I mean, that's something I would do. Like,
Yeah.
that's literally what I'm doing right now. So, I mean, we'll see how it goes after I get these entries in. That's what I'm currently doing.
Gotcha. Okay, let's get into the NBA slate. Just quickly about the biceps. From RG, doesn't Kevin Roth have some bicep action going on, Chris?
Yeah, I think he does. Yeah, but I'm gonna need you to maybe stall, talk some more to whatever his name is, MMG Talent, just while I get my CSVs in.
You're up. Yeah, okay. Yeah, about Kevin Roth, I think I've seen him flex a few times on this show, but he's definitely got some bicep action. Aside from that, I'm not really sure who else in the industry has the bicep action. I don't know. But yeah, I'm not sure how to stall here, Chris. Maybe we could just look at some of the settings here today. See what we have here. Let's look at the top value plays. I'll just do that. So we got Baines here, top value play. I mean, I honestly, like, I don't know how much time we have. I would do some tournament stuff right now. Do we have time, Chris?
No, I'll be done in like probably a minute here. I'm just getting my stuff in. So I mean, I can still talk. I just can't really see anything
Gotcha.
other than my CSVs.
Got it.
Do we have any more comments from MMG? I kind of like that guy.
I wish. He says, I mean, you don't have to back off, MMG. It's all good. Let's see what else we got. Dallas Stars game locks in 8 minutes, Chris, for NHL. Apparently, projections are not updated.
Let me see.
Which ones aren't updated? Any of them, or just the Stars game?
Let's see.
Dakota
Who's that
says we got Tommy G. Do you know Tommy G, Chris?
Yeah, I know. Of course, I know Tommy G. I've been playing DFS for many years.
I don't know Tommy G. Where is he from? Who's he work with?
He's crazy. He was banned off Twitter. Went to Parlor. I mean, you're crazy when you're on Parlor. Yeah, but just a conspiracy theorist. I think he's into the conspiracy things now. But yeah, he's definitely a crazy guy.
Nice. Wait, was he like a freelancer? Was he with like RG?
I don't know who he was with. He's just a personality in the industry.
Gotcha. Yeah. What else we got? Not Robin. Rope hints out, but still in the player pool, Chris.
Okay, let me fix that real quick.
Yeah.
Rupe.
Getting some flies in my room right now. It's getting warmer though, hey? It's nice. Nice stuff. Let's see. Dakota says he was going ham on Twitter at the beginning of the pandemic saying Tom Hanks was dead.
Yeah, I think he grew a lot once he started doing the conspiracy stuff.
Wait, actually?
Yep.
Wait, so he was banned for Tom Hanks saying Tom Hanks was dead?
I don't know what he was banned for. I just know he's banned on Twitter. Tommy G.
Tommy G Twitter. Is it 13 Tommy G?
No, it was just Tommy G before. I think he had like a "This is Sparta" picture, something like that. Yep.
Gotcha. How are those CSVs going, Chris?
Pretty good. Just confirming I have everything in here properly. Yeah, don't want any mistakes.
Nice. Are you playing any tournaments today for NBA, Chris?
So, I mean, I just made a mistake here, so I mean that's why I gotta make sure. I accidentally had fighters versus my opponents in my tournament build, which would have been really bad on DK.
Yeah. Oh, I should get my Top Shot open here open up my Top Shot pack. Did you open up yours yesterday, the pre-order?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just very unlucky.
Did you get anything good?
No, I'm very unlucky.
Let me see if I can load up my best one here. Show it off a bit. Let me find it. 1 sec. Who in here has the best Top Shot? Is it John Carter?
Not sure.
Who has the best moment?
I don't know.
Here's my best moment. Let's see. So this is my best moment here. Look at this.
Can you open up your pack here now?
I actually already opened it.
Oh.
Look at that. That's one of them. Honestly, I feel like this is my best one. I like this one the most. De'Aaron Fox.
Sure.
I think it's a nice one.
19K. I mean,
People don't care about
the moment.
Huh?
People don't care about the moment. They care about the serial number.
Yeah. I mean, can we talk about the defense here though? It seems pretty bad. Like, what's going on there? Where's the defense?
What was that? Knicks Kings?
Yeah.
I mean, it happens.
It's kind of ugly defense there. Let's see, what's my worst one? Probably, I think this is my worst one by far. This one's really ugly. Like it's just an ugly pass. Look at that.
Draymond.
That's a bad one. And then I do have a LeBron one actually.
Oh, you have a LeBron one?
Yeah, of course.
Was it like, how much does that go for?
I don't know, probably a few million. Look at that.
Click on the 1084 available for sale.
Let's see.
Probably $30, $40. Oh
200.
wow! When did you get that?
In my pre-order.
The free one that they give to everyone
Was it free? I thought you had to pay.
is like $10.
Yeah, it wasn't free, but yeah.
You're so lucky with them. Holy crap!
Why?
You got a $200 moment from your shitty pack that they gave to everyone.
It's not shitty.
Well, yeah, clearly it's not because you got the best stuff.
Look at this one. I got this one too.
Jesus Christ!
You like this one? What's this one, like
I'm
$5?
just a little bit jealous.
This one's $60 too. Look at that.
Let's see if I did this properly on FanDuel. I hope I did.
Did you get any ones like this, Chris? $60. I actually got quite a bit from that one. I got a BAM $60 one here. It's kind of nice.
Oh, I mean, I told you I got crap.
Wait, so how much was this ugly Draymond one going for? This one's probably the worst. $6, yeah. That's
all
probably
mine
like
were
what all of
$6.
yours are, hey?
Yeah.
Let's see how much the other ones are. So I only have 6 right now. Honestly, the packs are so hard to get. Like, it's like all the NBA players get all the packs. Not fair. How is this one $9, but our LeBron one's just worth a lot more?
Yeah, it's LeBron.
You know what I heard? Actually, I was watching. I think Mark Cuban was doing. He was on Twitch with Top Shot, and he was saying how like the pandemic Top Shots are going to be more rare in the future when they get fans back in, because it's only like a season and a half of no fans or something like that, 2 seasons. So in like 10 years or whatever, hopefully the idea of like no fans because of a pandemic would be quite foreign to a lot of people. So it'd be kind of like a unique collection to have no fans in your Top Shots.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Like those bubble ones are going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, so I think he was collecting some of those. He was saying that, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't think I have one with fans. Yeah, I don't have any. That's nice. Yeah, are you ready, Chris?
Just about.
Honestly, I can't believe this
I didn't do
LeBron
anything
one
wrong.
was 200. When I saw it, when I saw it was 28,000 out of 35,000. What does that mean? Plus, like they're making more or what?
Yeah, it hasn't they haven't stopped distributing yet.
Oh, so I should get rid of it. Hey.
Yeah, I probably would if it's 28K. I mean, you never know, but you can. This is what I actually didn't know because I don't use Top Shot a lot. But you can click Explore All Listings on the bottom. Yeah, this is how you should buy, and then you sort by price ascending. I know up top, sort by drop down menu. Ascending, not descending.
My bad.
Yeah, so I mean, you could see it. You could see it easily here. So yeah, yours is what 28K as well. All these ones in like the 30K range are around 200. So I mean, you could sell it. I probably would. I don't know.
Nice. Might have to do that. Although I don't think you can sell right now. It's like blocked. Maintenance. Dakota says he's got some Robin Lopez moments. Those are probably nice. I think I saw a nice one where he's like, just puts up like a prayer falling down or something. Sideline, baseline, goes in somehow. I think that was his highlight.
That's Robin Lopez for you.
Yeah. Got MMG Talent back in here. Says you guys both in Canada. He says you smoked that good up there. Are we in Canada, Chris?
Yeah, we are in Canada.
Yeah. Dakota says he had the shot of the year. Is it the one that? It's probably the one I'm thinking about too.
You could just go to you could go to Marketplace and search for Rolo. Then we could do that. We could do the NBA stuff afterwards.
Okay, let's see. Is it this one?
Yeah, he only has one moment, so it's got to be this one. Unless you have I don't think you have a filter.
Don't think this is it though. Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah, here it is. Look at that.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Putting up a prayer. See?
I wish it was a little more rare. Like they didn't make as many for this. It's a pretty cool shot. I mean,
Yeah,
just goes to show the actual moment doesn't really matter. It's all about the name of the player and then the serial number.
yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
that's how it
see.
is.
Lynn says, "Our home and native land. Let's go." You still
Yep.
remember? You know the national anthem, Chris? Hey.
Yeah, I think I know it.
Do you know the American one by heart?
No, I mean I don't think I know the Canadian one by heart
Yeah,
anymore.
you got to get into it. I feel like you can sing along though. Um,
Probably.
what else we got? MMG Talent says, "You guys got that Luca seeing stars?"
No.
Where's that? Maybe my notification. Are you ready, Chris?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Uh, okay. What else we got? Lynn says you guys should give away Tony Snell Top Shot. He is the GOAT. We don't have one though. We have to get one. Give it away.
Tony Snell.
Tony Snowell.
Tony Snell.
Yeah. But is he the guy? He thought he was really good when he was on Milwaukee, right? Or is that someone else?
Jabari Parker.
Someone thought they were good, wanted to get like a trade so they'd be like the main guy. Was it Snell or Parker?
Snell's like the he's like the founder of the exercise guys. He's just like a 0.0 rebounds, 0 assists, just plays defense. 40 minutes, no stats. That's Tony Snell for you.
Yeah.
Definitely not him.
Let's get into some NBA, Chris. I'm ready to win some money. Ready to build my lineups here. Ready to talk strategy. Get into the slate. Figure out what's good, what's not. So we have 7 games here today. Some good games here. Looking at it, first one is a must-watch for sure. Toronto, Charlotte. Obviously, we had some games already started. I think was it just one already finished? Already over. Yeah. So we have one game that already started for the all-day slate. But yeah, what are your favorite games here to target today, Chris? Any favorite players, favorite news, anything that stands out to you so far?
Yeah, so we have the Raptors guys again. Boucher, Baines, they're popping a lot. Norm Powell, Lillard have him on cover going up against Minnesota. I like that game a lot. I like the Minnesota side as well with Ant-Man and Rubio. Giannis, one of my favorite spend ups on FanDuel. Not as much on DK, where I kind of prefer Lillard as my spend up there. Harder to fit them both there on DraftKings, but I think the Raptors are probably my favorite team here today.
Got it. About Lillard, I've been playing like the same guy in some head-to-head contests like over the last week and a half, 2 weeks. Every single time I play him and Lillard's playing, I always seem to land on Lillard. He's always the guy who gets me there with the late night games. He's won me every single slate against this player that I've been playing. So I love Lillard. He's been doing quite well. What else we got? Wendy says 4 good value plays for the day. Should we just start with that, Chris?
Yeah, I mean you have it right here. Like Aaron Baines, love Aaron Baines. I'll go over guys that kind of pop on both sites. So Aaron Baines is one of them. Then we have like
Stanimal.
no, he's not a guy that really pops on both sites. Aaron Baines is like the guy on both sites. Then it's a little more specific. So on FanDuel, there isn't great value today, but like Ricky Rubio, 4.8K. If you consider that value, I like that a lot. Chris Boucher, I think he's like value. I don't know. Like value can be different for different people. Like some people consider it just cheap guys. Other people consider it like good point per dollar plays. So I consider it the latter, good point per dollar plays. So I think Chris Boucher is good value here. Anthony Edwards on FanDuel as well. And then Ricky Rubio, like I said. And then on DK, I like DeAndre Bembry a lot for 3.8K. Aaron Baines, I mentioned him as well. Anthony Edwards there for 6.5. So yeah, mostly those guys are my favorite value plays on each respective site.
Okay. Rajon Rondo says, didn't Snell hit a game winner the other day?
Yeah, I think he did. I don't remember who he beat, but I mean, I remember seeing that. So Snell's definitely playing well.
Yeah. Okay, let's get into this slate here. We're gonna switch the format of the show, I think, on Monday, right, Chris? Not today. Or should we just switch it today?
Um, no,
You don't want to.
because we
Okay,
didn't do any game by game breakdown today. So I mean, we're
got it.
switching it just because we're gonna do that earlier.
Okay, well, okay. First game, Toronto, Charlotte here. Toronto side, all the news in this game. So we have OG out, Pat McCaw, Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, and Malachi Flynn all out. Projected starters: Kyle Lowry, Norm Powell, DeAndre Bembry, Stanley Johnson, and Aaron Baines. Fred VanVleet, I feel like he scammed me. I bought something from his store like a month and a half ago. Still heard nothing. Like no word from Freddie. Has my money. I don't have the merch, so I'm wondering what's up with that, Fred. I might need to tweet at him, but I mean it's been over a month now, so uh, is this the true Fred VanVleet story, Chris?
Yeah, bet on yourself.
Yeah, seriously. It's like a good like 100 bucks or something, and no update at all. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Only pro of that experience is that his site does charge in Canadian dollars. Like the native currency they use is Canadian because he's from Toronto Raptors. So paid in Canadian, but no merch or anything yet. So we'll see about that. But yeah, who do you like on the Raptors today, Chris?
Yeah, so I mean, same guys are out for them. So we do have interest in these guys. They're playing heavy minutes. They're priced pretty cheaply in terms of their value guys. Not really on Lowry today in cash games, so I do think he's a really good tournament option on both sites just because, I mean, the same guys are out. But the guys I am targeting today are some of the value guys I mentioned earlier. So like Aaron Baines on both sites. 3.9K on FanDuel, DraftKings 4.5K. He's been playing around 30 minutes. If you look at his game log, he's been doing well. So I do like Aaron Baines a lot on both sites for value in cash games. He's one of my favorite plays at center. Chris Boucher, another guy I'll mention here, kind of more of a FanDuel play where power forward isn't great outside of him and Giannis. I think that's going to be the pairing there. So I like Chris Boucher on FanDuel for 6.7. He's 6.6 on DK, so cheaper than FanDuel. Still a good price. I just kind of like I like how the FanDuel scoring system fits him a little better with the 3 points for steals and blocks. Obviously, he gets a lot of blocks. DeAndre Bembry, he's a guy that's kind of the opposite, more in play on DK, where he's 3.8K. On FanDuel, he's 4.1. We don't really need it there at shooting guard. We have some other value guys there. So it's kind of the opposite there. I have interest in him on DK and cash games. I think he gives us really good value. I think he played like 36 minutes last game, 37 minutes. So these guys are going to get heavy minutes while most of the team, I mean, most of their best players are out with COVID. Or not COVID, but health and safety protocols, whatever it is. So yeah, I like Bembry on DK. And then last guy I'll mention here, Norman Powell, 7.3K on DK. On FanDuel, he's a little more, 7.6K. So I do like him there on both sides. Currently not in my FanDuel build, but I wouldn't be surprised if he does end up there as we get closer to the lock. I'm expecting we probably get some more news here today. So I like Norm Powell on both sides. He's been crushing it, been scoring very well. I think the 7.3K price tag on DraftKings is just way too cheap for him. He's been going with 5x plus every game ever since Fred, Pascal, and OG have been out. So really like Norm Powell on DK, and then FanDuel, if I land there, I'm fine with it, but currently don't have him.
Got it. Yeah, no Fred VanVleet. Says the health and safety, but I think he's actually probably figuring out what's going on with the backlog of orders. Layton says Fred Van Thief. Got his name wrong. Also, question says no love for Stanley Johnson, Chris Danimal.
I'm fine with him. I think we have him in the third optimal right now. He's 3.8K. Just prefer DeAndre Bembry a little more. You could pick that 1v1 right there. I prefer DeAndre Bembry, like I said. If you want to play them together, sure. But I don't think we really need it here today. That's why I didn't mention him. But I have no problems with him if you're landing there, if you need that extra value.
Got it. MMG Talent's asking about my Top Shot collection. Let's see if we can open it. It's nothing great. I mean, you can search
Have
me
you
up.
ever,
It's at Gutip, GUTP. But yeah, I got some Draymond Green, Hunter Fox, Bam
you've
Adebayo. What,
you've
Chris?
never bought anything, right?
No, I never
Other
bought
than
anything.
Fox. Yeah, so
I mean, we can. I think I opened most of them up already, but I think yeah, we got this Draymond Green one, really ugly play here. So I think this one's like $6. So we got that one here. Yeah, $6 for that. Then we got this DeAndre Hunter dunk. I think also $6 here. It's a nice one. Let's see how much that one's going for. Do we have your username, Chris? $7 here.
and my collection isn't too good. I kind of want to get some more stuff.
Yeah, I think there's some interesting narratives you can build, like when you're building your collection. Like I think Mark Cuban, he's saying how I think he was trying to get like future Hall of Famers in there, guys he thinks he's that are going to be like future Hall of Famers. So sort of long-term thinking there. Just finding things like that. Maybe not going for like the most like the highest value guys right now, most obvious ones right now. Things like that. So there's definitely some interesting ways to go about it if you're into it, if you're into collecting these sorts of things. But yeah, I got this. I'm surprised this one's $60.
Problem with me is I can't deposit much money because I'm obviously Canadian. It's just hard for me to deposit a lot of money in there.
Wait, they don't let you or what?
Well, I mean, I have to convert it to crypto, but I have a limit, like a weekly limit, so I can't convert too much at once. So I don't know. It's kind of hard. Like I can't just use my. I don't have a U.S. credit card, so I can't just use my U.S. credit card. Like if I use my Canadian credit card, I'll get hit with a ton of conversion rate fees. So I don't know. We'll see.
Wait, if you can deposit crypto, this you can definitely do it then. Can
Yep.
give you some exchanges you can use after. But yeah, I think
No, we're-
overall my collection is probably like 400, $500 worth, and then I think I probably spent like 30 to $40 on it, maybe something like that. So it's not too bad.
Yeah. I was just saying with my bank, like because I have to transfer the money to the exchanges, and there's obviously a limit with that, so that's why.
Yeah. I mean the limit's not too bad. I think you can do a few thousand a day if you wanted to. I'm not sure how much you're trying to buy over here, Chris.
I'm
Maybe.
trying to buy like 10,000. I want to get this Anthony Edwards moment.
Oh yeah, 10K. Yeah, it's probably like your bank limit then for transfers. But
Yeah.
there's some exchanges you can do like wire transfers or like bank to bank. They have higher limits for how much you can do, so you can do that in a day if you want. But yeah, Dakota says you need that 100K LeBron moment.
Yeah, I mean, with you probably could have gotten it with your luck. If you got the pack that opens that moment, I bet you would have gotten it.
Yeah, probably. All future proceeds from DFS Crunch are 100% going to Top Shots. So we're not going to pay any of our employees, not going to pay any of our expenses. It's just all going to Top Shots, guys. But yeah, let's do Charlotte side. I don't think there's anything noted for them. We just got their projected starters. We have LaMelo Ball, Terry Rozier, Gordon Hayward, PJ Washington, and Cody Zeller. What do you like there, Chris?
I just want to ask: would it be better to transfer with Bitcoin or Ethereum
To where
to my Dapper balance?
you can deposit either?
Yeah. What? Doesn't Ethereum have high gas fees or whatever?
Yeah, just if you're like sending Ethereum to Ethereum, like a simple transaction, they're not that bad. I think the gas fees kind of go up depending on what you're doing on Ethereum, but sending Ethereum is probably not too bad. But I think Bitcoin probably has lower transaction fees right now. It's probably
Okay.
Bitcoin, but you can check all that before if you just Google the gas fees. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'd say Bitcoin probably cheaper, a bit cheaper. But slower, a bit slower as well. But yeah, who do you like here, Chris, on Charlotte?
So I mean, not too much here. I'm trying to get the LaMelo Ball top shot moment, but I have no interest in him here today in in DFS, just a little too expensive. 8.6 on DK, I think 8.9 on FanDuel. So I mean, I don't need it. Like we have Dame and Rubio on FanDuel, who I think are locks. DK, we have Dame, we have Harden, guys like that. So not really on LaMelo today for this price tag. It's a good game environment. 3-point spread, 233 over under. So it's like the fourth highest on the slate. But yeah, most of all, it's Gordon Hayward for me. I think he's my favorite target from the Hornets here. I think he's not their best player, but I think he's probably their best player. He's like their safest player in my opinion. Played 38 minutes last game, so I expect him to get high 30s minutes. So I do like Gordon Hayward. He's 7.3K on FanDuel, DK 7.2. Sort of a last piece, spend up in that 7K range. Like not someone I'm jamming into my lineup first, but I mean, if I land there after I put my studs in, put my value guys in, land in that 7K range, someone I have no problems playing in this matchup. So I think that's sort of where I'm landing with him right now. Have him in my FanDuel lineup right now, not in my DK lineup, but I wouldn't have a problem playing him on either site.
Got it. Okay, let's get into the next one. Dakota here says some of the earlier stuff that came out is probably a good get for Top Shot.
Yeah, when I was buying stuff, I was buying the Series 1 Series 1 moments because I think those have the most value. But I mean, I got some bad players. I got like Kevin Huerter and Terrence Ross. Only got them because they're Series 1 and there's only like 1,200 printed total. So yeah, that's why I got those. Not great moments, but I think the kind of the rarity first series, low amount of them in circulation. That's kind of what I'm banking on for those moments, even though the players aren't too good.
Yeah, going for that scarcity. Next up, Detroit Pistons here at the Brooklyn Nets. Detroit side, we have Dennis Smith Jr. out for them. Hamidou Diallo also out. Projected starters, DeLon Wright, Wayne Ellington, Sadiq Bey, Jeremy Grant, and Mason Plumlee, Plumdog Millionaire. Who are you interested here, Chris?
Not really anyone. Like it's a really good matchup here against the Nets. 12-point spread though. Obviously a pace-up spot here for the Pistons, but I mean I don't really like anyone. You could play DeLon Wright in tournaments. Maybe I don't hate that. He had the huge game last time against the Nets. I think he had like 45 fantasy points. So I don't hate that. Dennis Smith Jr. is out, like you said, so that kind of helps him. Jeremy Grant, you can go there, but I'm just not landing there. More of a tournament play. I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. I think this game will probably blow out. So I'm not too high on the Pistons here. If I had to pick one guy, it's going to be DeLon Wright in tournaments for me.
Got it. Brooklyn side, KD out for them. TLC, I think we recently got that like 12 minutes ago. He's out. And then Blake Griffin also out over there. Hasn't played yet for them. Projected starters, James Harden, Kyrie Irving, Bruce Brown, Joe Harris, and DeAndre Jordan at the 5. Anyone there, Chris?
Yeah, so I mean, like I always say with the Nets, it's always just Harden and Kyrie. Today I'm on Harden on DK. He's 10.9K over there. They're implied to score 119 points. He's kind of their main guy. Like he handles the ball the most, obviously. We saw Kyrie have that crazy game last time, scored 40 real life points, just looked so good out there. But I'm still going to prioritize Harden here, even though he's more expensive. Can't play him on FanDuel where he's 11.8K. That's just too expensive for me. We don't have the value for that today, so obviously can't go there. But I think on DraftKings we can go there for 10.9K. So that's kind of interesting to me. And yeah, like I said, Kyrie's mid 9K on both sides. Don't want to go there. Joe Harris, I'll mention him quickly. Like if you're landing there at small forward on FanDuel for 4.4K, I don't hate that as a last piece. He should get you 20 to 25 fantasy points. He's always safe for that. Like he's not going to have a ceiling game or anything like that. He just doesn't handle the ball enough. But he's pretty safe with his floor. So if you're landing there as a last piece, I don't hate that. But for the most part, it's going to be James Harden in DraftKings for me.
Okay, let's go into the next one. Bucks here against the Wizards. Let's go over Milwaukee first. So we have Jordan Nwora in for them. Projected starters: Drew Holiday, Dante DiVincenzo, Chris Middleton, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Brook Lopez. Who do you like there, Chris?
Yeah, so I mean, similar to the Nets. Like I just try to play the main guys here. So I love Giannis on FanDuel, where he's 11.3K. On DK, he's 11K flat, but just not landing in my build. Like we have Raptors there. We have Harden as the spend up, just a little cheaper, so I prefer Harden there on DK. But yeah, I have no problems with Giannis here. They have the highest implied team total I think I've seen all year, sitting at 126 points right now. Obviously, blowout is a little bit of a concern here. It's a 10.5 point spread, so I mean, a little bit of concern there. But I'm still good with Giannis. I think if this game blows out, it's going to have a lot to do with Giannis, like it usually does. So yeah, Giannis is my guy here. If you want to play some of these other guys like Drew and Chris Middleton, no problems with that either. Like it's kind of the same thing I talked about with Gordon Hayward. If you land there as a last piece, I'm fine with it. Middleton is 7.5 on FanDuel, so I don't hate that price tag. Dante DiVincenzo is actually someone that's pretty interesting here. 4.6 on FanDuel. On DraftKings, he's 4.8. Should see probably upper 20s minutes here in this matchup where they're implied to score 126, like I said. So I think for that reason, he makes for a pretty good play in cash games, sort of a last piece sort of thing, like I keep saying. So I don't mind him. And then Bobby Portis, last guy I'll mention here, 4.1K on DK. He's sort of the same thing as Dante, like last piece guy, best game environment here for the Bucks. So if you land there, if you have 4.1K left, no problems playing Bobby Portis here.
Okay. As you're going through that, we have some Washington guys out today. So just got word that Beal and Bertans are out today, Chris. Projected starters. Actually, let's go over the other news. I think that's it that we have so far. Not sure who they're going to start instead of Beal over there, Chris. Any idea?
So yesterday we got the news that if Beal were to sit, they would start Bertans, but Bertans is out here. I mean, I was talking about it yesterday as well. Like maybe they'll start Troy Brown Jr. something like that. Yeah, we have to kind of wait and see. No reason to speculate really, just because it's the first game that locks on the slate. So yeah, I think we'll just have to wait for that news. But yeah, that's pretty big. Like Westbrook becomes.
We got Denny Avdia starting, and I was just about to say, I feel like it's a Denny Avdia day. I'm definitely gonna get him in tournaments. So we have their starters: Westbrook, Matthews, Avdia, Hachimura, and Len.
Yeah, so from those guys, Len is actually starting, which is interesting. It was Wagner before. But yeah, from those guys, the guys that stand out to me, probably Westbrook, then Hachimura, then Avdia. Let me see their prices here. So
I like it.
I think Westbrook becomes probably a good play. Like, I don't know. The only concern here is the blowout. Surprising that they're playing him on this back-to-back set. They're not playing Beal. I probably think I would think that they would just concede this game and rest both of them, but I guess they're playing Westbrook here.
Maybe they'll just play him a bit.
I don't know. Like, we'll have to wait and see what projections say. Like, I assume Westbrook's going to start popping a ton. No Beal, he's going to do everything. If this game stays close, Westbrook should crush. But yeah, if I could, I'd probably place some bets on the Bucks spread here if it hasn't moved.
You checking?
Yeah, but I mean, it just depends on. Yeah, I mean, I can't bet right now. It's locked, so too late.
Too slow?
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of like Denny Avdia tonight. Kind of really like him. I'll probably get a lot of exposure to him in tournaments, especially if. Oh, who here on the Washington Wizards, Chris? I don't know if we have Wizzy in here, but blowout run here. Who's like a safe player who he'd play like during the game and then maybe during a blowout? Are there any guys like that, or are the blowout run guys completely different than maybe some of the other guys who are going to be playing when it's a bit closer as well?
No, I think Hachimura fits that perfectly. Probably Denny of Dia too, but the problem with Denny, he could be an exercise guy playing alongside Russ. So I don't love him here today. Price is good though, so in cash games I'll probably play him. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see what projections say. Yeah, Rui's probably my favorite guy here now.
Yeah. Peter
But
says Bobby Portis.
yeah, Bobby Portis, I mentioned him. He's definitely a good play today on DK.
Yeah. Okay, let's get into the next game then. We have the Kings here against the Hawks. Let me just load that up. So on the Sacramento side, we have Whiteside out. Chimezie Metu is also out. Projected starters for the Kings, we have De'Aaron Fox, Buddy Hield, Harrison Barnes, Bagley, and Holmes. Any interest at all in this game, Chris?
So this entire game, it's the second highest over under game on the slate. So we do have some interest here, just not really much in cash games. Like the Kings, I don't know. Like De'Aaron Fox, obviously he's always a good play. Sean Holmes, same sort of thing. But Tyrese Halliburton's back now, so I don't know. They spread the ball around outside of De'Aaron Fox, so for that reason, I'll say De'Aaron Fox is my favorite guy here. Currently not landing on any of them in my cash games, but it's a pretty good game here to target. I kind of prefer the Atlanta side though, so we'll get into that. Get into my favorite players there. But as of now, De'Aaron Fox is going to be my favorite king. Just prefer other guys at point guards if I'm spending up, like Westbrook, like Dame, Harden. That's the only reason I'm not landing there.
Okay. So Atlanta's side, we have Chris Dunn out for them. Onika Okongwu is probable for them. Projected starters, you got Trae Young, Kevin Huerter, Tony Snell, John Collins, and Clint Capella. Yeah, obviously we talked about Tony Snell, Chris, for different reasons already today. But who do you like here on the Hawks against the Kings?
Yeah, so I like Trae Young a lot. On FanDuel, he's 9K. I don't expect him to get a lot of ownership just because, like I said, people try to spend up for Dame. But really good matchup here for Trae Young. Obviously, he's been playing well recently. He had that stretch where he was getting like low 40s, high 30s fantasy points. I was back in that 50 range. So I do like Trae Young here. They're implied to score 122. So it's a good matchup, of course. We love targeting the Kings whenever we can. Like I said, second highest over under here. Pretty tight spread, only 4 favoring the Hawks. So it should stay close. Everyone should get their full run. So Trae Young, one of my favorite tournament plays on this slate. And then Clint Capella, I like him a lot on DK where he's 7.5K. We've just seen a bunch of bigs crush Sacramento. Really like Clint Capella here. His minutes going to probably be around 30, maybe 32. But I mean, I think he can have a really big game here, so I like him a lot in DraftKings Cash. Like I said earlier, I'm playing Baines in FanDuel Cash as of now, so I'm not really landing in this 7.5K range on FanDuel. But I think Gallinari is actually very interesting on FanDuel for 4.7K. He's getting more minutes recently. Usage rate is going up a little bit. If you look at his last 2 games, like he had 32 last game, 50 the game before in terms of fantasy points. Obviously, I'm not expecting 50, but I think for this price tag on FanDuel, 4.7K makes for a pretty good play there. So yeah, like just to summarize, I'll say I like Trae Young the most in tournaments. In cash games on FanDuel, Gallo is my favorite target here from the Hawks, and cash games on DraftKings, my favorite target is Clint Capella.
Okay. Let's go into the next game. Portland here, Minnesota. Portland side, we have Harry Giles out, Yusuf Nurkic also out, and CJ McCollum out for them too. Projected starters, Lillard, Trent Jr., Jones Jr., Rocco, and Enes Kanter at the 5. Anyone there, Chris?
Yeah, so I have Dame on the cover here today on the thumbnail. We love targeting the Timberwolves, and we love targeting the Blazers at the same time. So that means this game should be really good in terms of fantasy production. So I like Dame a lot. More on FanDuel where he's 9.9K. DraftKings he's 10.7. I was mentioning we have Harden for 10.9. Just feel a little safer with Harden there. Not sure how much will actually be on Dame anymore with this Beal news. Obviously, we'll wait for projections to update. But he's still projected for like 54 fantasy points here at 9.9K on FanDuel, which is just insane. So I like Dame a lot today. He's going to be my favorite Blazer. On DK, Rocco is pretty interesting, 5.6K. Sort of a revenge game. You mentioned before he's been playing better recently. His game log has been good. His shots are starting to fall. He's getting more steals and blocks, kind of like he did last year. So I do like Rocco here. He's going to play around mid 30s minutes. So I'm interested in Rocco on DK for 5.6. FanDuel where he's 6.2, a little less interest there. Like I said, I really like the Giannis Boucher pairing in FanDuel Cash, so not landing on Rocco there at power forward. But I think on DraftKings he makes for a good play. And then last guy I mentioned here that I'm currently not landing on, but I do think he's a good tournament option, Enes Kanter, 6.8K on FanDuel. I think that's a really good price tag. 7.2 on DK, same sort of thing. I think he could have a big game here, maybe like a 20-20 game going up against Cat, as long as he doesn't get into foul trouble. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, let's do Minnesota then. We've got Jarrett Culver, doubtful tag, and then Jordan McLaughlin. How do you say his name? McLaughlin?
Just open the BREF, basketball ref.
Let's see. Jordan.
McLaughlin.
I'll do that later, but yeah, you know the guy. Projected starters: Rubio, Ant-Man, Layman, Vanderbilt, and Catman. You model your game, Chris, after Jake Layman there, so I know he's one of your favorites. Kidding. But yeah, who do you like here? I kind of like Cat today, especially in tournaments. Seems like he could smash his price tag still. Like I remember seeing him before at higher price tags. Obviously, he's getting back into it still, probably. But yeah, what are your expectations for Cat here today, going up against Portland?
Yeah, so I'm not too high on Cat here. I think he's a really good play. But they have Anthony Edwards now. He chucks the ball. So he's taking a lot of usage away from Cat. He shot 20 plus in his last 5 games ever since Beasley has gone out. So I mean, I love Anthony Edwards here tonight. Both sites. He's going to be my favorite Timberwolf. 6.5K on both sites, I think. Yeah, 6.5 on both. So he's my favorite Timberwolf here. I like him a lot. Really good matchup against the Blazers, like I mentioned. So yeah, he's my favorite guy here. I love him in both formats. I think he has upside for a really high ceiling. His floor is pretty safe just because he chucks the ball so much. Gets you some steals as well. So I mean, I like Edwards a lot here. And then Rubio is my second favorite Timberwolf. 4.8K on FanDuel, 5.7 on DraftKings. So like you said, no Jordan McLaughlin, kind of opens up more minutes for Rubio. He played 27 last game. That game obviously blew out, so I don't think he got his full run. So I kind of expect him to get probably 30 minutes here, which if he gets that, I think he can crush his price tag. He's pretty active. He gets you steals, gets you rebounds, gets you assists, obviously, gets you a few points. So I do like Rubio. I'm interested in him on both sites in cash games. But like I said, my favorite Timberwolf here is going to be Ant-Man.
Got it. Okay, let's go into the next one. We got Indiana here against Phoenix. I think we got some news for Toronto. OG Anunoby is out. Health and safety, Chris?
Same. So same.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go into this game then. So for Indiana, we have Karis LeVert probable, so that would be his debut there. Projected starters, we have Brogdon, Holiday, Justin Holiday, McDermott, Sabonis, and Turner. What are your thoughts on Indiana, Chris, with LeVert coming back in here?
Yeah, so I'm not too interested here. It's not a great spot going up against the Suns. I never like to target teams against the Suns. They're only implied to score 109. So I'm not interested in the guys up top. The guy I'm interested in is going to be Karis LeVert on FanDuel. 3.9K, so they priced him down. If he gets the start here, if he gets the start and doesn't have any restriction, which I probably assume he will have a restriction. But if he doesn't, he's just way too cheap. 3.9K. We've seen what this guy can do. Just a really solid fantasy production guy. So I like Karis LeVert a lot on FanDuel for 3.9. I think that makes for a really good tournament play. I think he has a lot of upside here. So he's my favorite guy. And like I said, I don't have too much interest in guys like Sabonis, Brogdon, Turner today. I just think we have better spend ups, better guys in that price range from other games.
Got it. Okay, Phoenix side, we got Cam Johnson out for them. Devin Booker, probable. Projected starters, Chris Paul, Booker, Bridges, Kaminsky, and Ayton. What are your thoughts there, Chris?
Yeah, so Booker's in. Don't really want to play anyone here either. You said that Cam Johnson is out, so that kind of makes me a little bit interested in someone like Mikal Bridges, 5.3 on FanDuel at small forward. Don't hate that price tag. I don't want to play Booker, don't want to play Chris Paul, don't want to play DeAndre Ayton. So I'm not too high on these guys as a team. Like I said, my favorite guy here is probably Bridges on FanDuel. Not really interested in anyone on DraftKings.
Okay. Royal King says gonna have to pass on Karis after the huge layoff. I mean the price tag's way too cheap. Like,
Yeah,
it's just the minutes, right?
yeah. Like I said, not, probably not going to play him in cash games unless we get word that he's not on a restriction and we get word that he's starting. But I said mostly my interest is in tournaments on FanDuel. So just because his upside is crazy, if somehow he plays like 30 minutes, he could definitely crush that price tag.
So, how many minutes do you think you would need to have just to hit value at this like really low price tag for him? Because he's obviously a better player than that. Like if he played more minutes, we know what he can do. Like how many minutes would he have to play here, Chris, to just hit value?
I mean, it could be anywhere from like 18 to 24. If I had to guess how many minutes he's actually going to play, I would probably say 20. But I mean, if he kind of creeps up to high 20s, low 30s, that's where he can win you a tournament on FanDuel for 3.9K. But yeah, like I said, I kind of expect him to only get 24 minutes here maximum. Probably safer guess would be 20 minutes. But yeah, I do think he'll end up hitting value here, regardless.
Okay. Let's get into the last game here of the slate. We have the Mavericks against the Nuggets. Dallas side, we got Tyrell Terry out for them, James Johnson out for them. Projected starters: Luka Doncic, Josh Richardson, Dorian Finney-Smith, Maxi Kleber, and Kristaps Porzingis. Who do you like there, Chris?
I don't like too much here from the Mavs. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably just going to leave it at that. Don't love the Mavs here. Like, if you want to play Luka, you could do that on FanDuel where he's 10.4K, really good price tag. We saw him have the 80-point game against the Nuggets last time. Game before that, he had 75. So I mean, he's crushed the Nuggets this season in his past two games. But I'm just not landing there today. I think he makes for a really good tournament option though. But personally, I kind of prefer other guys in this price range right now. Guys like Dame, guys like Westbrook, guys like Harden. So not really interested in Mavericks here, but I think Luka's a really good tournament option.
Got it. Denver side, a bit more guys here. So we have Monte Morris questionable, Jokic also questionable, RJ Hampton and Gary Harris both out, and then JaMychal Green and Zeke Naji probable. Projected starters over there, we have Jamal Murray, Monte Morris, Will Barton, Michael Porter Jr., and Nikola Jokic. What are your thoughts there, Chris?
Yeah, so I have no idea here. It all depends on the news. We're not going to get it in time. Like, this is the late night game. Most of our plays will come from the early games, just because those games kind of stand out from an over/under perspective. So I'm not really on any Nuggets here. If Jokic was out, I don't know who would step up. Like, obviously Jamal Murray would have a big game here. Michael Porter Jr., Will Barton. But I don't know. We have other guys out that kind of present us with value that's already there. This value is kind of like it could be there, it could not if Jokic ends up playing. So I don't know. I'm not too high on this game in general.
Okay. Let's get into the next segment here. 3 key plays here of the day. So we got the overall play of the day, safest one you can play today, and then we have your value play and the tournament play of the day. Let's start with the overall favorite play of the day here over on FanDuel. Chris, who's your guy there?
Overall favorite play. Let's go with Damian Lillard here for 9.9K.
Okay. Value play on FanDuel helps you save some salary, pay up for the studs. Who do you have today?
Go with Aaron Baines at center for 3.9K.
Okay, good to see a Raptor there. Tournament play of the day, Chris. Is it Levert? Are you going to get that freaky or no? Play it a bit safer.
I'll play it a bit safer. I'll go with Trae Young here for 9K on FanDuel.
Okay. DraftKings time. Overall play here. Who do you have?
DraftKings, let's go with... Give me Anthony Edwards here. I like him a lot, 6.5K. Dame is a little more expensive, so I kind of prefer Russ as my spend up here on DK at point guard now. So yeah, I'll go with Ant-Man.
Okay. Value play. Who do you have?
Value play, give me DeAndre Bembry. Yeah, it could be Stanley Johnson as well. We were mentioning that I didn't mention Stanley Johnson when we went over the Raptors. He's actually popping now alongside DeAndre Bembry, but I still prefer Bembry over him. But I'm probably going to play them alongside each other. But I'll go with Bembry here.
Okay, and then tournament play here. Who do you have?
Same thing as FanDuel. I'll go with Trae Young. I think he's in a really good spot here against the Sacramento Kings.
Okay. What else do we have here? Let's get into the core plays. Did you do the filters today, Chris?
Oh no, I did not. I could do that quickly. We had a ton of changes here, so glad I didn't do it.
Let's see how it
yeah,
works.
I can do that right now. Dame.
I don't know if we added the notification yet. I think we added it on our development server, but I don't know if it's live yet here.
We can see real quick. So we have Dame, Rubio. Where's this guy? On my point guard. Giannis. Your boy Boucher. And then Aaron Baines. Let's see. Do you see them? Oh, you only see one?
Actually, I don't know if we've pushed the fix that we did up here, so maybe that's why.
No, it's because I was going through multiple pages, but I guess I have to do it all from one page. Let's see, two more guys. So who do we have there right now?
We have Giannis, Lillard, Baines,
And
Boucher and Rubio as well.
yes, yeah, so those five guys are my core.
Nice. Lock them in. That's so easy. What before you kind of explain why you had them, do you want to touch up on it maybe quickly, Chris?
I mean, I guess I could do it when I go over the lineups. It'll probably make more sense like that.
Okay, which ones do you want to go over?
Let me just see something real quick. Yeah, first two. Always good.
Got it. Got a comment here from Dinda, Chris. He says, mail your money to me. I'll help you out. He says, hashtag the government.
To Dinda, yeah, Dinda. I like Dinda a lot. Dinda's a solid person.
Yeah, definitely. Solid person. It's a good one, Chris. But yeah, let's go over these here, these two that you like. Yeah, get into it, Chris. Break it down for us here.
Sorry, 1 second. Just adding to my DK core. Okay, there. Yeah, let's see. So we have Dame, locked him in. 9.9, really good price tag going up against the Timberwolves. Obviously, we have Russ with no Beal for a little bit more, but I still kind of prefer Dame here as of now. That might change, but right now I prefer Dame. 9.9K. Rubio, 4.8 here. El McLaughlin should see 30 minutes, maybe 28 minutes. A little more accurate, but really good play there. Ant-Man, talked about him a ton, 6.5K. Just love the price tag there. I think he's just chucking, so it gives us good value. Then we have that 2v2 there. Gallo in both lineups. Didn't lock him, but 4.7. Really good price tag going up against the Sacramento Kings. They don't play defense. Giannis, 11.3. I think they are implied to score 126. So, yeah, it says 126 right there. So love him as my spend up against the Wizards. And then these two Raptors, Boucher and Baines. Yeah, they're thin. They're missing OG. They're missing Siakam. They're missing Van Vliet. Boucher has been crushing. Baines has been playing 30 minutes. They've been playing alongside each other. So I like both of those guys. And then this 2v2, Dante Powell versus Gary Trent, Gordon Hayward. Yeah, this one's pretty close. Kind of like the first side more, so we get more exposure to the Bucks team, who has that giant team total with Dante. And then we get Norman Powell, who's been stepping up a lot with the guys out for the Raptors. The second side, we get Gary Trent, who kind of negatively correlates with Dame, in my opinion. Obviously, he's not a bad play. Wouldn't be surprised if this team goes above the first team later on, just because I think it's pretty close. But yeah, I like this first side more.
Okay. DraftKings time. Let's see. You got 3 guys in here, or are there a bit more?
Yeah, just 3 guys.
Nice. This works. Let's hit build. Yeah, I think we'll also be adding, so I don't think the notification fix is up here. So, I don't know, in the next day or two, anytime Chris adds or removes a guy from the core, there'll be a notification here. And then on top of that, we'll also add a Discord notification. Discord notification as well, so you can see it there as well. So I think that'd be pretty good. But which ones do you like here, Chris?
Yeah, so we could take a look at these first 2. Yeah.
Okay.
So we have this guy's kind of getting angry at me in the Discord. Needs some help with his account, so probably have to help him after. But yeah, so we have Dame here, same reason as on FanDuel. A ton of interest in him. Norman Powell, same reason as well. He's a little cheaper here on DK. Bembry, really good value, locked him in. Should see probably 35 plus minutes. Bobby Portis, 4.1K here. I like that a lot. So he's a good play for me. Then we have this 2v2 that I'll skip out on. And then we have Anthony Edwards, talked about him a lot. Clint Capella, matchup against the Sacramento Kings. Really good matchup there, so I like targeting that. And then this 2v2 is Aaron Baines, Robert Covington versus Boucher and Layman. Yeah, this one's kind of tough. Just like FanDuel, I don't think there's an obvious team today. So I do like the first side a little more. I'll side with the projections, just because I don't really trust Jake Layman. He could get benched. He can get you 5 points. So yeah, I like the first side with Baines and Covington a little more.
Got it. What's the Discord issue, Chris? What's going on there?
This guy said he signed. It's not letting him sign in, but he paid.
Let's see.
700 HP Cobra.
700 what?
His name is 700 HP Cobra.
I think I see it. Should work, but I'll reach out after the show. Yeah, I can't open Discord now because it's got your webcam there, so we'll see after. But Lynn's got the narratives today, Chris. Tell me what you think. Roko, Layman, Brogdon, Portis. Who else? Sorry, not Brogdon. He says Roko, Layman, Bogdan, and Portis. Are we missing any?
Say it again. But who is it?
Roko, Layman, Bogdanovich, Portis.
Yeah, all the narratives.
Yeah.
So let me just look up my narrative, see if I have a favorite one out of those ones. Yeah, so we have Roko, like he said. I kind of like the Bogdanovich one. I think it's probably his first game back, or not back. First game playing against the Kings again. Yeah, it's probably my favorite one. I don't think there's any that really stand out too much here. We have a birthday game for Shamit. Yeah, I don't think there's too much that stands out. Maybe Portis against Washington, but I think he had a good time there. I like Portis against the Bulls more, so I mean, yeah, I'm not too high on any narratives here today.
Okay. Anything else you want to go over, Chris?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Gotta help out our Discord guy, new cruncher, so I'll get to that as well. What else we got? Gotta reach out to Fred Van Fleet as well. Van Thief. it's been like a month and a half. It's kind of a long time to wait. Don't you think, Chris?
Yeah, it's a little long.
I kind of wanted it. I wanted to get it something because I thought he gets snubbed from the All-Star. I mean, I don't know if it's a snub, but I feel like he's been playing pretty solid, so I kind of wanted to support him. But yeah, obviously, he's got to send the whatever I bought, so it's kind of upsetting. But we'll see. I'm sure he'll get it this season, maybe next season. But yeah, I think that's it for this slate. So we'll be in the Discord, guys, as we always are. So you can ask us more questions there. Get your 2v2 questions, anything like that. We'll be answering that in the Discord. Other than that, I don't know if we're doing the giveaway today. Probably not. Let's see. Don't think so. So yeah, if you want to try out the optimizer today, good day to do it today. Any day is a good day, but we do have a free trial at dfscrunch.com. No code, coupon code, nothing needed to do that. Just go to our site, get your account created, and you'll have 3 days for free. So I do encourage anyone here who hasn't tried our optimizer yet, our projections yet, to try it out. It's definitely some of the sharpest projections in the industry right now. The optimizer is really awesome as well. Lots of ways to go about building your tournaments. We're always improving it, adding new features. So if you guys have any ideas, feel free to reach out, kind of give us your suggestions. We'll definitely add them. But yeah, do try the free trial, even if you have no intent on staying right now. Just try it out for free. You can cancel before the 72nd hour, so 72 hours, 3 days, and you're not charged at all. So I do recommend anyone to try that out. Anyone and everyone. Yeah, and other than that, guys, I appreciate everyone here tuning in. As always, we'll be back tomorrow, 2.5 hours before main slate on Sunday, every single day here. So if you did enjoy it, be sure to hit the thumbs up, helps our channel out, and subscribe as well so you can come back. Yeah, good luck today, guys. We'll see you on the Discord and see you all tomorrow.